A lot of the time young people will say to me, I've experienced all the stuff that you've experienced. I just thought feeling horrible all the time was just normal.
For Nick Newling, a chat can save a life.
Nick Newling. When Nick Newling
He's
was
out
at
to
school,
change the
he used
stigma
to
looming
imagine
over
how
mental
he would
health,
end his life.
sharing his personal story with people right across the globe.
This is the story of how I unscrewed myself.
I'm Nick Newling and I speak to people in schools about mental health and about suicide prevention. I think as human beings, we're just naturally geared towards storytelling, and I find that can be a really useful vehicle to carry an important message. The position I come from is one of having professional experience in mental health, but also very much a personal side.
He was a pretty funny guy. A lot of my friends started crying to it, and it just hit us a lot.
This talk's definitely worthwhile listening to.
There's so many changes involved with being in a high school age. All at the same time, you're trying to deal with hormones and the social scene and partying and just trying to fit in, and mental illness can make that so much more complicated. I've experienced mental illness myself in terms of depression and anxiety and psychosis, and I've also lost my brother to suicide. And this all happened when I was in high school. I think what I needed was not someone to tell me that it's all okay, but that it is really shit and it can be really upsetting, but that's also okay, that there's a way through that. Mental health in young people is one of the major issues in our country and one of the biggest challenges we have as a nation. I provide a storytelling experience coupled with an informational component on how we can help ourselves and each other in really practical terms, not just in terms of help seeking, but in terms of peer support and a thorough in-depth Q&A. I've never had a session where people haven't had a big, long Q&A discussion. Young people want to speak about it and learn more about it. Having a proper open dialogue about it can be really eye-opening for school staff as well.
He gave us as teachers insight into how he was feeling as a student.
The survey gives the school a really good read of the room, and it allows the school to see in one document what the impact of this has been, but also what the students are experiencing.
It was interactive, and I think it engaged a lot of people.
The more talks we have like this, the better it is for our high school life.
He is someone who's been through it and has a positive outcome. To engage someone like Nick is really important.
Really, it's about changing the culture. The way we really make fundamental, meaningful change is to start talking about this. Let's begin this conversation and keep it going.